rationale, maybe the main rationale for having CBS News at all at this point, is to ask questions like that. If you didn't know those facts, you might think, well, that's just the mainstream media, the lamestream media, using the same tactics they always have: slander, innuendo, attacks posing as questions, not wanting to listen to the answer, totally uninterested in the reality of anything, pushing an agenda. And you'd be right. But what's so revealing is that it wasn't just liberal mainstream CBS News. Thomas Massie criticized not Israel, but America's relationship with Israel, and that can't be allowed. What's interesting is that it wasn't just Trump, and it wasn't just his donors, Miriam Adelson and Paul Singer and Paulson and the rest. It was the entire American news media, left and right. Here's CBS News interviewing Thomas Massie about his race in really one of the remarkable clips of the past month. Watch this.
There have been more than $32 million spent on a primary in this congressional district, which is now the most expensive House primary ever in the United States. Is it worth it?
You'd have to ask Miriam Adelson on May 20th if it was worth it. Because, you know, they tried to buy my vote for 14 years and it was never for sale. Now they're trying to buy a seat here in Kentucky.
You know that kind of criticism doesn't sit well with fellow Republicans, at least in the House Republican Conference, that there are others who've accused you of all sorts of things regarding Israel, regarding the state of Israel, regarding the Israeli government, regarding Jewish Americans. Are you anti-Semitic?
They're trying to tell you.
Yo, what a dumbass question. What the fuck?
For me to expose the fact that the Republican Jewish coalition has spent millions of dollars in this race. That a dual citizen, Miriam Adelson, who even Trump says is more loyal to Israel than the United States, has spent millions of dollars in this race. Those are mere facts. And it really...
It's a yes or no. Are you anti-Semitic? Or
oh, hell no.
Okay.
I'm hell no anti-Semitic. But here's the danger that AIPAC runs. They've been too cute by a half. They've tried to get Mike Johnson, and he's willingly done this, conflate in resolutions on the House floor that anti-Zionism equals anti-Semitism. Or even worse yet, that
hey, welcome, guys.
Benjamin Netanyahu's war.
God bless. Hope you guys are having a good night.
They're anti-Semitic. That's absolutely false, and it does Jewish Americans a big disfavor to equate the two.
You gotta wonder what that kid from CBS News is being paid in.
Hey, 20 of you guys. Hang on a second, guys. I got to journey together in a couple of decimal rivals. Hang on.
Ask the questions, man.
Got one of the citizens at the Dollar General. Deserves a right. Come on, guys. Double tap that screen. Hang on. Got a journey. Got a journey.
Anything, not one thing, anti-Semitic, ever.
Nothing.
Because he's not an anti-Semite.
Nothing.
Are you an anti-Semite? Twitch Massie says, no, actually, the Republican Jewish coalition is spending millions to beat me.
Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great night.
In sending more money to Israel to
God bless everybody in here.
fund their genocide against the Palestinians. Doesn't say that, but that's what this is about. Should the United States government pay for a genocide? No, would be the answer for most people. But the reporter doesn't even listen to it. Are you an anti-Semite? Yes or no?
Yeah, that reporter is fucking retarded.
Twitch almost was mad. She said, well, yeah, well, I'm an anti-Semite, but, I mean, what? Are you an anti-Semite? So the reporter gets to say it twice. Anti-Semite, anti-Semite. When Massie's critique of our foreign aid package to Israel has nothing to do with Judaism, Jewish ethnic identity. It has no connection whatsoever to blood libel or well poisoning or any of the historical examples that are often dredged up to compare people like Thomas Massie to.
Welcome in, guys. Hope you guys are having a great night.
No sense of Nazi. In fact, he's an anti-authoritarian, unlike the reporter from CBS News, who's bludgeoning him over the head with slander. So you may say to yourself, well, of course, that's CBS News. You may not even be aware that that was bought by a huge contributor to the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces, and part of the rationale, maybe the main rationale for having CBS News at all at this point, is to ask questions like that. If you didn't know those facts, you might think, well, that's just the mainstream media, the lamestream media, using the same tactics they always have: slander, innuendo, attacks posing as questions, not bothering to listen to the answer, totally uninterested in the reality of anything, pushing an agenda. And you'd be right. But what's so revealing is that it wasn't just liberal mainstream CBS News. It was what's often incorrectly described as the far right. The far right! Far right meaning, I don't know, anyone who's against mass migration.
Hey,
Who
got 4 people in
loses
here.
voice or something.
Welcome in, guys. Hope you guys are having a great night. God
But
bless.
that would include
Double tap that screen
Mark
for me. Hit that
Levin.
subscribe. Rock with
someone who
me.
spent a lot of his life
Channel's only gonna get
denouncing
bigger.
the mainstream media. And yet if you listen to Mark Levin's critique of the Massey race, it's identical to the CBS News critique of the race, which is Massey has no valid points. It's impossible to imagine Massey could be opposing aid to Israel except out of personal hatred, animus, out of anti-Semitism. It's impossible to imagine any American.
Hey, 20 people in here. Hang on a second, guys. I got a death rivals. Get in here. Hit that fucking thumbs up. Hit that subscribe, guys.
Radical jihadis.
Watch me what? Watch me pull a fucking YouTube. Watch this. Watch this on the
Looking at the
live.
support for
Watch
Massey,
this. Stay in here, guys. Come on, give me a second.
it's the most radical
All right, well,
jihadis
next time.
in our country.
YouTube.
It is Democrats. It is Talib. I mean, think of
2
it's
bags,
Rand
nothing so
Paul,
far.
The
Fuck it.
reprobates,
I got 1 pack left.
the miscreants, and I underscore the malcontent, are moving behind Massey. And they're
God bless. I hope you guys are having a great night.
And Massey
Wish you
is
all health and
supported by
happiness.
all the elements that
I'll shut up
support Hamas, Islamic Jihad, Hezbollah, Iran. Why is that? He's supported by all the American haters and Jew haters and many of the Christian haters in this country. Why is that?
This guy's horrible.
They're Jew
I don't like
haters.
that dude.
They support Islamic Jihad, whatever that is. It's actually not. It's so ludicrous that it's funny. It's precisely what the CBS News guy just said to him. Well, clearly you're a Jew.
Tucker
You're
Carlson's
an
laugh is fucking
anti-Semite.
crazy.
And Massey is the perfect foil for this because he sincerely isn't. Doesn't even fully understand what the guy's talking about. No, I just don't think we should send money to a foreign country. They're mad at Massey. Why? One
'Cause he's a good man?
Republican out of 217 who hasn't taken money from the Israeli
Because he was a
lobby. Why
PDF
was
files
it so
fucking
important
arrested?
for the Israeli lobby to spend tens of millions of dollars to crush this guy? He wasn't stopping really the status quo in any way. He did help get some of the Epstein files released, and God bless him for that. He tried his hardest. But one man against 216 other members of his party is not going to get very far by definition, so why just leave him alone? Why force the issue? Why is he so mad at this guy? Why is Trump so mad at him? Why is Miriam Adelson so mad? And of course the answer is because
spent a lot of
Thomas
money.
Massey was willing to say out loud that there is an Israel lobby. There is a foreign country whose supporters in the United States in positions of prominence are making campaign contributions purely on the basis of what's good for a foreign country. Their loyalty is not to the United States, it's to a foreign country. Well, that's just true. It's just a fact. But you can't say that. Why can't you say it? Well, because it's true. That's why. If it was a lie, if you were claiming the earth was flat, they'd ignore you. But precisely because it is true, it's the truest thing. In fact, it's the definitive fact in American politics. You're not allowed to say it. And he did. Now, why do we say that's true? Isn't that an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory? Well, I don't know. Let's go to the Israeli press, which for all its many faults is a little bit more honest. It's a little bit less constipated in its use of language. They can kind of say things out loud because who's watching? Haaretz, the traditionally liberal paper in Israel, publishes an English language edition. And here was its headline yesterday. Look at this. There it is. The most consequential Republican primary for
That's my guy, Bo
Israel
Massey.
is
President
happening
one day,
in
baby.
Kentucky. Now, why would the Republican primary in the 4th district of the Commonwealth of Kentucky,
Why?
a place doubtless most Israelis have never visited or can locate, why would that be so important for Israel? Well,
I wonder why.
because lots of things they tell you are not true are entirely true. First among them is Israel could not exist without the United States in its present form. Its ambitions would be at best vastly curtailed because everything outside its borders that Israel does is done with American tax dollars and with the backstop of the lives of American servicemen. So without that, the Greater Israel Project is done. Israel can exist in its 48 borders, maybe. It probably can't hold on to its 67 borders, which is to say, Gaza, West Bank, it's going to be a slog. because the United States makes that possible. Israel's expansion is paid for and guaranteed by the United States taxpayer. And anyone who says that out loud, that is absolutely true. There's nothing more true in global politics than that. But anyone who says it reveals the game and must be destroyed. And that's why, even in Israel, they know that beating Thomas Massey is priority number one. But on its face, that sounds like an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. A Republican primary in a minor...
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, they're doing some maintenance out here around my place, so that's probably it for tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. If anybody's in here, thank you so much for being here. God bless. I will see you guys next time.